Okay, we're still in the process of repairing this small dent. We had a small dent here. We pulled the dent out and straightened it, and then we put some body filler on, and we put some glazing putty on here. Now we've got it sanded, and it's ready to go ahead and start priming so we can block sand it. So what we need to do is before we prime is we need to make sure that the adjacent panels don't get primer on them. A lot of these primers that we have can carry a long ways, which may result in primer getting on an area that you don't want to paint, that you're not going to be painting. So want to prevent that, the overspray. So what we're going to do, we're going to back mask, and anytime you're priming, you want to always go to the edge of everything. When you're painting, you can drop it down a little bit to where you don't bridge on the edge and have any edges. But for priming, we go all the way to the edge, but I'm still going to go ahead and back mask, and the way we do that, so I'm just down in the edge here. And I'm going to go around the edges like this, pull it up. And this will give me something to tape to here. We'll go ahead and do this edge. And this will prevent any primer getting into the areas that you're not wanting to block sand out, because anywhere primer does, the primer surfacer, anywhere that it gets on the surface at, you are going to be required to sand that. So now we've got a sticky area around here that we can mask, and I'm going to go ahead and back mask here just with a piece of paper. One thing you don't want, and the reason we're doing all this back masking, is you don't want any hard edges, because that's very hard to sand off when you go to priming. So what we're going to do, and even though we're back masking, that's going to result in a softer edge here. If you prime all the way to this edge, it won't be quite as a hard edge. But also, I'm not going to try paint clear to this edge trying to build an edge at all. I just want the overspray to get in that area, and that should block out very, very easy by doing it that way. Just go ahead and outline it with some paper. Now you can see that all the way around the repair area is masked off. Nothing's going to get inside the jambs because it's masked up all the way to the edges. And so that way we can prime without worrying about getting in those areas. The primer can carry further than this, so what we need to do to protect the adjacent panels is we'll get a piece of plastic and we'll put over the entire car, and we'll just cut an area out right here and then take the plastic to the masking paper. Okay, we've got this plastic we put over the whole car. Now we're going to cut it out. Now if you was doing just a real small area, you may could get by without covering the whole car, but you know, I like to do it just to be safe. Just takes a couple minutes to drop a piece of plastic over it, and you know, prevent hours of trying to get it off. Especially, you know, if you have a new car, you certainly don't want to get overspray on it. But so we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to cut this out. If I can grab it. I'm just going to cut an area. Okay, now we've got the whole car covered, so there's no overspray going to get on any of the car. We have all the edges by back masking, which is going to leave a softer edge. And we've got a back mask here, which is going to leave a softer edge. And now we can get it ready to prime. What we'll need to do now is we'll blow it off, wipe it down with wax or grease remover and a tack cloth, and we're going to put a couple coats of epoxy primer. We have some metal here, a little bit of metal showing, so epoxy will help with corrosion and it'll help with adhesion. So we'll get it primed.